newspaper ad. A newspaper ad for X-Files. Unsolved cases, unexplained phenomena, secrets that were never meant to be uncovered. Tonight, 2 FBI agents will dare to open the X-Files. You remember that ad? Lucky. This guy's going to be in the next Pet Cemetery. Mulder's going to be in Pet Cemetery Bloodlines. I'm assuming he's going to play the dad of probably the kid who gets whatever. Unless he's going to play the guy who's like, you don't want to go down that road. That guy? Whatever his name. What was his? Judd? Jerry? Bill? No, not Herman. That was the original guy was Herman Munster. No. Sometimes dead is better. Pepperidge Farm remembers. I feel like that was the same guy. Carzillas. That was a thing? Nobody had a copyright infringement thing about that? Wow. Can someone identify the source of this clip that starts at 1537 in this collection from 1991? No. Oh, there you go. Hey. It's a New York Times bestseller. Shadows of the Empire. Hey, the Drew Struzan. That's actually his name. It's not just Drew. Who did all the artwork for the cool posters, actually did the artwork for the book here. Drew Struzan. Okay, write it down, look him up. Very good. He did most of the iconic film posters for, like, everything. So Weird was a great show. I'll take your word for that. Who is this? Christy Turlington. Who are they? Who are they and what did they do? The name sounds familiar, but not quite. Like, I've heard it, but I'm not quite sure what it is. Parker Lewis can't lose. Yeah. Well, after one season, I would say that's debatable. It could have been 2 seasons. I don't know. I just don't remember it being on long. Look at the size of these bell bottoms. You could house people in these bell bottoms. What the actual... You don't even know. There could be lost puppies. You could get home, take off your pants, and there could be like a herd of ducks underneath there. That is insane to me. At that point, just wear a skirt. At that point, just wear a skirt. Okay? It's a lot more airy. You can kind of shake out what you need to. My God. I can't wear pants that will hide dogs in them. Like, that's... God, what pants are these? Jinko jeans. J-N-C-O, I guess. Aren't those Jinko jeans not bell bottoms? It's a style, you know what I mean. It's like big bottoms, so they look like a bell. But dude, they're huge. That was the thing? Look, this guy's got the Johnny Bravo up in here. Look at that. Holy crap, dude. Just see, this one at least knows better. It's like, yeah, they're a little bit baggy, but, you know, I'm not living underneath them. It doesn't matter what generation. Styles and fashion were kind of stupid. Every generation. I gotta say, if you take the hair away, though, it kind of looks like those Kit Boga glasses. Like he just moved in with a bunch of scammers, and he's gonna take them apart from the inside. You know, he's gonna tell them about GoPro or Crow Pro. Yeah, if you don't watch Kit Boga, it's not gonna matter. But those are the kind of jeans that you could wear stilts with. You know, just kind of be like walking around like an old Marilyn Manson video. The beautiful Pete Bird, the beautiful Pete Bird, down, down. You know, stilt jeans, hell yeah, dude, that would actually be good. I would actually wear stilt jeans. Yeah. Every once in a while, I'm not even joking about this. Years ago, if you were walking around Manhattan, you would come across somebody who was wearing stilts. I'm not even joking. All right. Years ago, I don't know if people still do it now to get attention or whatever, but not the brightest thing to do when there's all those grates to the subway. You know, you got to make sure you know where you're walking. You know, but they would do it for like money or whatever and be like, hey, you know, kind of bend down weird and kind of try to entertain the kids. Oh, you know, that kind of thing. But it was weird. Yeah, there was stilt people. Such a weird time. There we go. That was my internet connection this week. Dialing at temp 105. Back in my day, we ate ice cream out of a toilet paper rolls and didn't complain. That's just cardboard. It's not. It's not like they recycled the toilet paper rolls and say this is where ice cream goes now, because you've used it for its main purpose. It's just a roll. Okay. Harley Davidson and Marlboro Man. That was a movie? God. Oh, okay. Bootsy. Okay, Bootsy. Here's the other weird thing that happened to me today. Okay. Supermarket, shopping, getting food, spent too much money on garbage. Okay. We're all going through the aisles, and I hear this voice. I hear this voice in the distance, almost cartoony in its presentation. I turn this corner, and there's this robust lady talking to an older gentleman, like ancient mummy older gentleman. This woman's voice sounded like Betty Boop. And I thought she was putting on an act. Like, you know, talking to the old guy in a, like a boop boop be doo kind of thing. Well, it wasn't the case. That's how she spoke. That's how she spoke to this old guy. Like that she was like, I guess, taking care of or, you know, toting them around to shop or whatever. And, you know, good on them for that, right? So this woman is walking around, and you know the nature of supermarket shopping. Inevitably, if you're in the same aisle with somebody, you're going to cross paths. You can go up and down as many aisles as you want, and just every basically other aisle, it was like walking down the aisle with Betty Boop, asking an old person if they wanted chips. Would you like some chips? You know, that kind of thing. It was just like, oh, you know, I can't even do the voice. It was that kind of particular. Now, if I was anybody important and had finances to actually hire this person to do voiceovers, I would have. But I got no money, okay? And I'm legit saying that. This person should be doing voices for cartoons. Every once in a while, I hear somebody like that. There was one person I heard on the phone. I actually had to take the time out and say, you need to be doing something with your voice. We were talking about something mundane, like some tech support thing. They had a voice that was so spectacular, they should be doing... this woman was like the female Morgan Freeman. You know, they had that very, very, like, stoic voice, but in a maternal sort of way. And I was like, you need to be doing something with your voice. Like, do something with it. You know, and I wanted to say that to this person, but, you know, you don't walk up to some overly chipper person with an old guy. It's just say, hey, you should do voice work in the middle of a supermarket. You can kind of do that over the phone because you don't see them. It doesn't look like you're trying to hit on them or anything like that. But, you know, it is what it is. It was an interesting experiment. But I've never heard the word bread sound so cutely. You know, it's like, bread. Would you like some bread? I'm like, what the hell? Oh, God. Hurt my eyes. You cannot mimic organic voices yet. Give it time. They always sound a little robotic and jank, but God. Think of AI this way. You know how all the AI art is like kind of jank? Like this? This here, right? These are all AI art, okay? Some of it's a little jank, usually around the hands, right? That creature in the back is pretty cool though, by the way. So, here's the thing. Same thing with AI voices. Remember when you played a PS1 game and you put that disc in and you were like, these are the best graphics I've seen in my entire life. There couldn't be a computer-generated character more beautiful than Lara Croft at the time. 20 years later, Lara Croft looks like Minecraft. And a bad Minecraft, okay? So think about AI 20 years from now. It's going to be insane. Because AI voice work is basically the Lara Croft of PS1 era. Where it's blocky, it's inorganic, it doesn't look good. You know, that kind of thing. But as time will progress, it's going to be spectacular. And I am going to be all over it. Like... one of the biggest fears, like, I would have as a person who uses their voice incessantly, apparently, is, you know, if you lose your voice, you get some kind of weird thing, you know, that kind of thing. I got a data set I can use, and I could still work. That's the thing. Love it. I love it. I love the possibilities of working for eternity. It sounds weird, but I still enjoy my work. Oh, we also discovered. Hey, no, we're not going to get into that. That's depressing. Nothing serious. Let's see what else. It would be great for text speech users and people who have had throat cancer. Exactly, right? Now, imagine, remember, when people used to had tracheotomies and stuff, they had to use that little voice box, like the dude from South Park. That kind of thing. They're going to sound like audible to people. That's going to be brilliant. That's going to be great for people, So I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure those people are looking forward to it. And for us, voice actors, or if you even want to call us that, it's an opportunity that if something does change over time, or something goes horribly wrong, there's still a possibility, of continuing to do what you like doing, So a lot of people look at the negatives and, with great power comes great responsibility type thing. You want to make sure AI is used responsibly, but it is the internet, so good luck with that. You open the box, that kind of thing. They technically could get their voice back in a way with AI voice once it advances more a bit. Yeah, that would be good, Especially if they have like old recordings of their voice somewhere and they're like, look, I need you to train a data model to mimic my voice when I use my little box, And imagine, like, hypothetically, tracheotomy, all that stuff. You haven't been able to tell your kids that you love them without saying, Timmy, I love you. That kind of thing, without sounding like you're a Cylon, Think about how good it would make those kids feel, the rest of the family, and yourself feel. That is why I think it would be great to have this implemented in that way, I'm sure some medical person is patenting this idea right now and stealing millions from me. Royalties, maybe, please? Come on, hook me up. I literally make as much or less as somebody who bags groceries. We literally did the math today. It is sad. So I think that would be great. That would be super awesome use of that, And what about your dog? Your little doggy? You want to say I love you? Not like, I love you. They'll freak out your dog, honestly. I love you, Fluffy. You're the best dog ever. Yeah.